Well, my name is Kayla Russell, and I identify as a daughter. I'm a sister, got a brother and a sister. I got a cat mom, or I am a cat mom. I have four cats. I'm from Newfoundland. I've lived here pretty much my entire life. Love video games, music, art. I love spending time with my friends. I love going outside. I just had an amazing camping trip on the Northern Peninsula. So yeah, being outside is one of my highlights for sure. So my career is still super new. I've only been, in it for a few years now. I did a program at the Engineering Technologist building with College of the North Atlantic. So my program was called Computing Systems Engineering Technology, and it did like a very broad range of pretty much everything that you can do with under the tech world at the moment with computers and whatnot. So I did a little bit of IT and hardware stuff. There's some software development, some PCI controllers, which would be like um, traffic controllers and stuff like that, those types of things, and networking. So right now I'm working in IT, and that's pretty much where I'll probably be for the rest of my life. That's what I enjoy. Is what I enjoyed the most in school. And so right now I've been in this position I'm in now with the company I'm with for 2 years, a little bit more than that actually. And so I'm currently doing some new training courses in tools that we use here. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on now is sort of like, buffing myself up under the personal development side of things and sort of focusing in on different, administrator certifications that I'd like to have under my belt. And right now I'm working with G Suite, which is a Google platform, and Slack, which is a internal messaging system, kind of like MSN, but for companies. And that's currently what we use. So hopefully by the end of the year, I'll have two certifications in both G Suite and Slack. This is a very interesting question because I feel like they would and they wouldn't. I'm very, supportive with my friends, and that's something that bleeds very through and true in my everyday work. I handle support. I'm always helping people and always making people feel comfortable and that they can, ask me anything. So I think both my friends and coworkers would share that same thing. But on a different scale, my friends definitely see a more raw and authentic side of me. They definitely see my downs as much as they see my ups. Whereas at work, try to keep those things a little separate. So, I think my coworkers would say I'm very positive. My friends would probably say I have a negative side. So that would probably be where the differ is for sure. So, like most, graduated high school, which is in its own can be a massive obstacle to get through. I went to college. My program was 3 years, and I had two work terms that were kind of lengthy. So that was a little bit of a project. Stepping out of school and into a work environment can be, well, it's new, it's challenging, and it's not like school at all. So that was, very interesting. And at the end of my schooling, I got sick for a little while, so that made things complicated with graduating. But managed to get through that. My teachers were super understanding, which was awesome. And then just sort of, like I mentioned, my course was there's so much, and even still now, it's like trying to pick in the pieces of things that I learned from school and then trying to decide if I can actually use them in my life or if I want to use them in my career. Because you really can't do it all. And some things I really didn't like, and some things I really did like. So it's trying to guess, see exactly where I fit in and how I could be of value to a company or to myself, really. Um, but yeah, and other, beyond that, I think everybody goes through the ebb and flows of, it's a constant battle with, everything going on, but it's a matter of just, keeping hopeful with everything. The highlight of my job, regardless, is helping people understand something that they didn't understand before. So I guess in a support role and to kind of align that with tech, if someone doesn't understand how to do something on their computer, how to operate their phone. I love speaking that in a language that they understand, and then they're like, "Oh," you see the click happen in their face, and they're like, "I can do that now." And helping people understand how to use technology is huge. It's a massive gap for a lot of people. So I love seeing that facial expression when they're like, "Oh yes, thank you, I get it now," and then they don't have to ask you anymore, and you feel good about that. Um, when I was growing up, and I mentioned, before I love playing video games, so that was pretty much like my childhood. If I wasn't like outside, I was probably on the computer or on my PS3. And so my dad said to me when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do is in grade 11, probably about to start grade 12. And he was like, "No, you don't know what you want to do. Why don't you do something with computers?" And it was like, oh my god, yeah, I literally spend all of my time on computer playing video games. Why did I not consider this as something that I love to do and as a career path? So, when I took that beyond just what he had said, but to apply it to trying to figure out do what you love. Don't just do something because it's going to make you money or because your parents told you to or because your teachers told you to. Do it because you enjoy doing it, and that's it. It stops being work then. It's more of a enjoyment. So it's super important for your day to day, and you actually want to learn, you want to do more, and you want to proceed and get better. Last words of advice, if you like it, do it. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't. In high school, it was a little bit harder for girls to get involved in tech programs where I went to school. This also would have been, a nice a couple of years ago. It was really hard. So then when I tried to go to college, it was hard. And, I didn't let people in high school dictate that I shouldn't have done technology. And I moved past that and I kept going. And I'm really glad that I did. So yeah, if you like something, if you're interested, no matter what it is, don't let anybody discourage you at any time. Just go with it and do it. You won't regret it.